Is it a bad idea to drink this right now? At 8? No, it's not. Maybe the microphone will pick it up. Oh! It takes me back to all those backyard barbecues. Well, my dad's like, I'm gonna burn all the meat. For real, bro. Every time my dad makes like chicken, he really likes to make chicken for some reason, like at barbecues and shit. No, like, to make chicken. Like I see like patas de pollo basically. How do you want yours? Burned or extra burned? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to CharroBeans podcast, a Mariachi podcast.
A podcast for you.
And me and all the charros in the world and that are,
Bro,
doing
these
their...
glasses always remind me of you, like Doc Ock when he put these on. When he's like stealing the bank. He looks like Aunt May, she's like... You know what I mean?
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah, but like his are circles. Those are just regular.
They look very circular. That's
They look like my glasses. My glasses are the same ones.
exactly like a virgin.
Except they're... That's why I got them.
You look like you're doing evil science in your garage, bro.
Evil science?
You were.
I don't think there is evil science.
You're like...
There's evil scientists, but not like evil science. Science is like...
non-gender.
It's neutral, yeah. Not gender. No, it doesn't have a stipulation. Okay, la chinga. Well, the good thing is you take it down, yeah. How are you, man? How you been?
I'm chilling, bro.
We took a week off last week because we have been very busy men in society, and we didn't have an opportunity to record.
What'd you do that?
I guess I saw it, yeah. So we just been really busy, but we got the opportunity to come back this week. Next week, I won't be here.
Ya va a empezar con sus mamadas el Sammy, güey.
Sorry. Next week,
Gonna
I
leave for
will
like
be...
2 months.
Oh, my God.
That's what we did last summer.
No, at least this summer, I've been like at least like still keeping it up. It's just...
But last summer, bro, I was like, is it still in the group? But it was like, I don't know, bro.
Can't let you... I mean, last year... Oh, actually, last year I did have more things. I think I left like 4 times to 4 different places last year. So it was a little bit more busy last year. But I mean, this year, it won't be as much. I mean, I'll be going to Mexico, to my native land. Not mine, right? But
California?
my people. My people, I'll be going to traveling and visit some family, visit my grandma, and I don't know, eat tacos. That's what I do over there. All I do is fucking...
And then you come back and you go to Albuquerque.
Yeah, and this time you will be joining me, hopefully, if you don't...
I got my room, bro.
Oh,
there's no going back.
It's for sure? For sure.
I'm like, I can't just spend $800 like that, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Gotta make it worth it.
Yeah, we do have to make it worth it. I think it'll be fun to experience it together. Because I've only gone by myself, or you've gone by yourself.
Nah, are you going with your wife, bro? We gotta be on PG, bro.
No, I'm gonna lock her in the room and then put my my phone to do not disturb.
What's that game she plays? Her little Nintendo Switch.
The Switch?
Just throw the Switch, bro. Like
Give her all the latest Mario games, and I think that should at least get me through the week. She won't even know I'm gone. That's the thing. No, she don't even know that we're in Albuquerque. She's like, oh, come on. This is in our house. No, but it should be cool. Well, that does mean that I won't be here for the pod. So the next regular episode won't be maybe till like mid-July. So we are taking a little tiny break, I guess, from like a...
We're on vacation, bro.
Yeah, we're on vacation. But we'll be back. We'll put on some good episodes, and I'm excited to get back to it afterwards. But these next couple of weeks, I'm hoping a good little break. I still don't feel like it's Like the summer's going by quick. Like for me, it's been a couple of weeks now. And as like for me, like when I hit Albuquerque, like as soon as I finish Albuquerque, mentally in my brain that starts thinking like, oh, it's getting close to school again, and that's not fun. That like having that realization. So I'm gonna really try to enjoy my time until I get to that point of what's it called? Derealization, like or realization. Right now I'm in derealization. I'm just I don't know. I'm just scared. But I'm happy. We're here chilling.
Aquí andamos, you know.
Aquí andamos.
Sammy was playing with the Texas Rangers, bro.
No, bro. I may be playing with the Texas Rangers, but you were playing with Mariachi. Mi tierra?
No sé, güey.
Like, hey, I did all that work. I don't even know the name of the group. No, you've been being an artist too, man. Like, how does it feel to be? You shared the stage with a world-renowned group, Mariachi Sol de Mexico.
My last time too, bro.
¿Ya te retiraste?
Yeah, güey.
You were a ringer. How did it feel? It's not your first time.
Huh?
It's not your first time being a ringer, is it? You've been a ringer before.
Yeah.
It's because I think you as a harp player, because there's not that many of you guys, you kind of get calls for it. Like specifically, you get calls to be like the harp player for like, because essentially you could go anywhere that doesn't have a group. So like I could call you up, and if I'm in X grupo and I'm like necesito un arpa, call up the local harp guy, which is you, and have you shimmy your way in there. You know?
Yeah, I guess it's just no, pues sí.
Do you?
No,
like
yeah. So I think I got invited for it like in April, because they have another harp player, Javier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he?
But he quit for some reason.
So they gave you the opportunity to go out and be recognized or showcase your talents.
Right. And but I my first answer was no, because I had finals.
Well, this was during school in April. Yeah.
And I was like, if you guys want to wait till mid-July, May. Yeah, mid-May.
Yeah, that's when you get out of school.
Con todo gusto, you know, like I help out, because he did tell me like, oh, like we're pretty much ready, and we just like putting stuff together. So I was like, okay, pues no me llego.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Put stuff together.
And I was like, all right. And then I mainly took it. I didn't want to do it at all, because like I said before, I don't enjoy the pressures of being on stage, bro. Right?
Apparently, I didn't realize this. You told me that after. That you don't. So you're not really like a stage guy. You don't like being on stage for like a.
Well, for a lot of reasons. I'll get there.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, I like gigging a lot more. I like playing like at backyards. I think was it you that I told you? I was just like I miss my backyard gigs, bro. Like
yeah, todo humilde. I like being back there.
Still here.
Humildemente.
And but I haven't played harp in a while. Y pues sí me da tristeza, you know. Like I walk into my room and there's like this harp that's picking up dust. And,
yeah, you said
everything.
that the cats use it to hang out or something like that, right?
Yeah.
On the case and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So
do you have it out of the case at your house, or do you have it
most of the time? Because sometimes I just like to pick it up and like
kind of like this?
Jam on it.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I do the same thing with vihuelas. Like all of them are put up right now, but there's always one that's just like out.
Yeah.
And it's usually just because like te digo me da cosa, so I'll just see it. And I'm just like, and then I'll just put it down.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
that's what I do.
yeah, exactly.
You have like 15 minutes of inspiration, right?
Yeah, yeah, like that's enough of that shit.
yeah. So, and I mean, I've always told Arturo too. Like, I mean, I get why he ignores it, but like I've always told him like, hey, like maybe I could play harp like a Friday or a Thursday, you know, nomás pa sacarla, you know. And I get like, you know, like, pues how are you gonna get another bass player and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I haven't played it like in years. I think last time I played it was for no me acuerdo if it was for that gig we did in Oklahoma or
with Dylan.
Yeah.
Was that the last time you played it? Like,
I want
at
to
a
say
gig
it
or
was.
performance?
No me acuerdo.
That was years ago now. That's at least 2 years ago now.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. You know.
I mean, Dylan's got a whole new life. He's a daddy now, you know. So like looking back at that time, if you want to put it like that, I mean, Dylan was just we brought him along. You remember he didn't wake up or something like that for one of them?
That was for something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was around that same time. Like he didn't wake up, and I remember we had to like figure this stuff out. Well, point is, he was a bachelor, just living his life, and now he's like married and is gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
So you went from that to that. That's the last time you played harp. So that's kind of funny.
So it's been that long. So in my head, I'm like, you just have to get uncomfortable for a bit. You know, just do this. It's just one presentation. You know. And I ended up doing it. Pero
you're like, I gotta be careful with my words.
Yeah. No. Es que mira,
Déjame explico.
I did have a bit of problems with like the leadership, mainly because it was like non-existent, you know, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything, like I had to like ask, or like I had to like, you know, like just be a bitch about it. Like, what are we doing, you know?
Well, I wouldn't say just being a bitch about it. I mean, I think you as a player in any group, you want to know what's going on.
Yeah,
like,
right.
So you're just asking questions.
Yeah, so like there were times where I didn't go to practice because like I would see like we have like a little group chat and we'd be like, hey, like what time is the rehearsal today? And I'm like, there's rehearsal today? You know, like,
news to me.
Yeah. And we would just like scramble like at rehearsals, you know, like, and not to like bash any of the musicians because we were all like good musicians, you know, pero no había como una autoridad to be like, así se va a hacer, así ya está, you know.
And I think you say that too because the group is an established group, but it did have ringers.
Yeah, a lot of ringers.
And I've never been part of a group like that, but I know they exist. It's like where they have like a semi or like I'm guessing do they gig?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gig, right? But like it's a lot smaller of a group.
Yeah.
Because like on stage when you guys played with Sol, it was like 8 guys.
It was a lot of violins.
8 guys, 8 violins,
and then
2 trumpets.
The armonía was harp, guitarrón, vihuela, guitar.
Right. So in their gigging group, it's not that big. So that means was you add people to kind of fill in the cracks a little bit. Because, I mean, you could take, like, your regular group over there and just play it like that. But, I mean, I think they were trying to make the group a little bit bigger, so make it sound a little bit more fuller, no? Yeah.
Yeah, so, like I said, not bashing any of the musicians because I think we were all, like, we could all do it. But because there was a lack of, let's say, like, structure and, you know, someone, like, to make us do what was expected, you know? Mm-hmm. It took us a while to, like, get stuff done, you know?
Oh, no, it's hard.
And, here's where I talk about my trigger problem. Because
cold turkey.
Because
my name is Victor and
like I've never felt like this honestly because I mean I've had people tell me like you know like hey maybe you drink a little much, you know.
Who told you that?
Huh? Oh, some people.
Me lo madreó, güey.
Sí, güey.
De un vergazo.
Una amiga, you know. And that was like in my head for like a while, you know. Like I never thought of myself like as a drinker, but on Thursday, bro, like I just felt like it was my first time feeling like this. Because I mean, I've done performances. I played for like at Carnegie Hall. I played like you know competitions and stuff like that. Like I've been on stage and I felt nervous and stuff like that. But not like this, bro. Like because I felt like so unsure, like as a group and as myself, you know.
Yeah,
it was kind of like.
And I told you afterwards. I think the biggest thing too is your opening for Sol, who's like a big group.
And that's what I try to use to calm down because I was like, it's okay. Like they're not here to see like us. We're just like a little like appetizer, right? They're here to see Sol, right?
Right.
And then it backfired because I'm like, because they're here to see Sol, van a ser puros chingones, güey, you know, like they're here to see Sol, and I'm just there like, pues bien humilde, you know, like you know, so like I was kind of spiraling like before that day, bro, you know, like because I think we hanged out and I was fine, you know, like
yeah,
right. And but the closer it got, or when I was by myself, right? Mm-hmm. Once I got home, I was just kind of like thinking about it, and I just feel I looked at my hand, bro, and I was just kind of like doing this, bro, and I was like, no mames.
Yeah, you kind of got like a little bit of what I'm assuming is like performance anxiety, but I think it's also due to the fact that like you're a harp player, but you're like you say it all the time, like I play harp, like I try to. and you play it off as a joke, but it's also like there's some truth in that. It's like I don't play harp like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I think when was like the most time that you played harp? I see consistently back when you
Probably
played
like 2016, bro.
right when you were playing in that one group. It's the
Con Nocheslan?
right when
Yeah.
you would go play like on the weekly
Yeah.
basis, and you would play harp, and that was your primary instrument. And I would argue that like in the past couple of years, like your main instrument is guitarrón. Like that's
Yeah.
what you've been. That's what you're comfortable.
That's
in.
why it's hard to say what's my main instrument because I've never had like
One
now I have like I've
Well,
had like a steady
with bass.
yeah. But before that it's always been like guitarra or harp
Or
or
harp.
you know.
So now that you
And what made it worse, bro, was that they were making like a list right before like the concert,
right a list of songs. Or
Yeah, like a set
The
list.
set list. Yeah.
which should have been done a long time ago, bro. And when I finally got it, because they also the jefe also wanted me to do like a song by myself, like like a harp song, right? Pa que se luzca or whatever.
So that you got. Oh well, they wanted to kind of feature you.
Sí, güey.
I mean, you're the ringer.
And like he just asked me like, ¿qué te sabes en el harp? I'm like, pues ninguna, güey. Like I don't know any full songs or any song that's like completa for me to play it like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, pues, no, nomás el zapateado, you know, because that's a song that I learned, like, mainly for, like, learning, like, figuras and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it, you know? And it's not very impressive. It's very, like, it's just, like, A part and B part, yeah. You know? So it's
Kind of
like,
repeats itself.
Yeah, so I was like, it's not very interesting, but if you want some time to fail, pues,
We could do
you
that.
know, yeah, no hay más. The show also had like a folklorico group, right?
Yeah, dance with you guys.
And the director heard me play that because I was in the back, like warming up for soundcheck, which we didn't have soundcheck either. And apparently he heard it. Y nadie me dijo, güey. So like he heard it, but apparently he heard it. And he's like, oh, well, the ballet can play that with you guys, right?
And you're over here like.
Yeah. No, I didn't hear that until I get the list and it said like ballet zapateado. So I was like, I think I was walking like back upstairs because the kids were playing or something.
Yeah, there was a. I think they were like high school age.
Yeah, I look like high school.
They played before you guys. They
Yeah.
played an even smaller set than you guys did.
Yeah.
But yeah, they played before you.
Yeah, and so I saw the list and I was like, so I went back and I was like, what does this mean? Like, you know? And they're like, oh, it's because the ballet wants to play with you. I'm like, ¿por qué no me dices? You know? Because one, like, pues we have different versions, you know? Like sometimes he repeats, sometimes he does this or that, you know?
You got to structure it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, pues si quieres ir a hablar con los del ballet. I'm like, pues sí, you know? like So I went up to the ballet and then they were like, hey, like, you guys apparently want to play this song with us? And they're like, oh, yeah, you know? And I'm like, who's the dancer that's going to do it? And me la presentaron. I was like, you want to practice it, you know? And they were kind of like very like chill. They were just like, no, pues yo te sigo, quién sabe qué. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. And we played it and it sounded okay, like, como que si sabe seguir, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And then I just felt my hands after. I was just kind of like the whole time, bro. To the point where like I asked, I'm not gonna give any names, right? But I asked like one of the other members or players, and I was like, wait, like necesito algo, bro. Like I need like a downer because I'm just like I'm sweating for no reason, bro, and I'm just like I think I texted you, Mariela, Zara. I texted Julian.
All the casual fans that are there for like a good show. like while you were going through like, you know, like this freaking
I'm like spiraling, bro.
Yeah, you're like spiraling. I'm walking in, I'm just like, oh, chill. Aquí una noche con mi esposa, you know, just having a great time.
Yeah.
And then I get a message. It was a snap, right?
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have alcohol?
Yeah, bro.
I was like, what the fuck? That's such a weird thing. It's like I'm here to watch my homie. It's like, is there any alcohol? I'm like, was I supposed to bring in something? Like, do you need something to get in? Like,
and yeah, I texted all of you guys. Todos ustedes unos inútiles, bro. Because yeah, we're just like, I even texted because I thought Julian was coming. Julian from Austin.
¿Cómo lo dices?
Arizona.
Caillou,
yeah. Because he was teasing me like, oh, I'm going. I'm like, ¿tienes alcohol, güey? And he was like, I don't drink anymore. I'm like, ni pa' eso sirves, pinche vato. yo, bien paniqueado, güey. Like,
there's no time for jokes.
Sí, güey. No, güey, hasta que you know, un charro nos hizo el paro and he went to go get
a little something,
un poquito de agua, you know. So,
agua amargada, you know.
And it took like it didn't take a lot, I don't know. Because from the water bottle that I drank, like, le llené hasta esa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much that is. That's like
a little bit.
It's right? So I drank it. And I was just kind of like waiting for it to take effect. I'm like, no, just like le eché más, güey. Like same, it has to be like 5 or 6 shots worth. I want to say.
You were ballparking the portion sizes a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Y sí, güey. Like I really needed it, bro, because when we got on stage, I just felt like I was a little intoxicated, you know. So, but I was feeling good. I was like, okay, like
better than you were before.
Yeah, it would have been a lot worse if I went on the way I did.
So, if anything, you used it not as a down or more like a performance enhancer.
It's a pre-workout.
No, eso sí te va poniendo like paniqueado.
Yeah.
That or like an energy drink or something like that.
Sí, güey.
So, I mean, if anything, you just took a downer to kind of like, you know, bring you back down to earth a little bit. I mean, I get the feeling, like, I think if you're over here saying that, like, yeah, a lot of things were unsure, you know, or like you were doing things last minute, which, don't get me wrong, like, I feel like that's not the only group to ever do that. Like, I'm sure, like, a lot of these shows go down like that, like, where things aren't, you know, 100% set until we get there to the function. And then you're telling me I got to do this, telling me I got to do this. So like, it's overwhelming. It can be. It's a concert setting is so much different than a backyard, you know, gig doing it here, or like playing for, you know, someone's grandma or whatever. Like I think the biggest thing here is you're saying like, yeah, like it's cool because all these charros came out to watch like Sol. Like that's awesome. Oh wait, all these charros came out to watch Sol. Yeah. And me, like, and not by choice, but they're gonna watch me too, like, you know. So I think now you're put into a position where, like, if you think about it too long, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna panic a little bit because it's a lot to put on somebody.
And then like I saw the list, so I was also kind of like, you know, like breaking it down little by little, like, okay, let's just do it by parts, you know, like once let's get through this first. Okay, that's great. Let's get through that first, right? Mm-hmm. But it didn't help like that they were changing the list as we were going, because
which I didn't realize. Yeah,
because I think the second song was supposed to be La Poporeja Versolis or some shit. So like, cause I asked the guitarrero had like a list, and I was like, "What sigue?" It's like, "Oh, esta." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I told the trumpets like, "Sigue esta." Yeah. But then like they would answer the mic, "Oh, aquí les va Cielo Rojo" or whatever. I'm like,
"Oh." And that's kind of important for you, like, you know, like to start on something and then you're like, all your levers are wrong. You're like, shit. Like,
because I mean, for non-harp players, so harps have this thing called levers that help you play in a certain key, right? Yeah. So like, imagine if you were the key of D has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So that the levers, you would sharp the F sharp and the C sharp, and it's kind of important to know, like in songs. Otherwise, you sound a little funny. And I don't really notice that too. Like on los popurris, I was still not paniqueado, but like a little nervous. So I would forget like the order of the songs that would show up. So I was just kind of waiting for a change and be like, "Fuck, son re, güey, ¿cuál sigue?" And it would be like una canción en do, and I would just be like en chinga, güey. Like I wasn't anticipating. The whole time I was just kind of waiting, like I would just hear like the chord and be like, "Oh, fuck, puta."
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
do it all last minute, yeah. Like.
But yeah, and it was also funny because when we were dancing on Zapateado, I practiced it with a girl, right?
Didn't a guy do it?
That's where I'm going. Like, because the girl showed up and I was like, okay, está lista la armonía, and then like cuando empezamos, I was watching her dance because I'm like, I want to know how. Like I asked her how much she wanted to dance, and she's like, "No, pues 2 minutos or something like that," you know, like
kind of like time it out a little bit.
Yeah. So I was watching her, and then she walked out of the stage, and I was just like, we didn't practice that. like I'm still playing, and then this guy came up, and I was just like, who the fuck are you, bro? Like what's going on? Yeah, like. So the whole time I was just watching them, and they were doing this cute thing, right? Like she danced, and then he danced, and then they both danced at the end. They were like doing their own thing. So like that's why me paniqué un poquito because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on,
just,
and it's crazy because like I mean the harp in general isn't an easy instrument to do, so I can only imagine like, well, do you think? Well, that's a question for you, I guess. Like when you're playing harp, are you going based off of like you've practiced it 1,000 times, you go, or like are you actively paying attention to what you're doing?
yeah, you have to pay attention to.
That's what I'm saying because like there's some like me with Vihuela like. I mean, my shit's a lot easier, right? But like sometimes I can go on autopilot, like for that kind of stuff. So I can just play whatever, like is coming to me without even really thinking about it. But like for harp, like you're actively playing, but you're actually paying attention. Like this is different than we rehearsed. Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Like so, are you constantly like this, like just like looking around and playing?
Yeah,
like,
something like that. Like, well, especially with dancers, like sometimes you want to match whatever they're doing. Like,
Right.
they're doing taka 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 taka, so you do something similar to it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, you just have to be thinking about it,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm the one that kind of like told the guys like, don't worry about it, like just play primera segunda, and I'll tell you guys cuando sale.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it was. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, I'm just saying because like it sounds to me like everything was it is, right? Everything's on the fly almost.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like there's gonna be this cue and this like you were just like, all right, stop, like basically like yes, I'll go out,
Yeah.
So it's nerve wracking because like it's like once you start, it's just like. Like, you're just like I pray that everything's gonna happen well, and then by the end, like that we finish together. Which it's funny because I went as a casual fan. Like I just went and I heard that you were playing, so I was like, "Chingon," like I'm just there to support my boy. So then I'm like watching the concert, and like all the things you're talking about, I don't necessarily notice because, and it's the same thing I told like students. You don't know what the audience knows is going down.
Yeah.
They don't know 100% of what's going down. So when I'm watching like a group like you guys is like, there's like things I pick up on that I'm like, oh wait, what was that? Like when there's like a song that starts and nobody comes up to sing, and they're all looking like,
oh, see,
that happened, So I, as a musician, I'm like, well, they fucked up there, like I can kind of see where they were going there. But it's not a lot of those things sometimes aren't as obvious, like. When you played Zapateado, I think I heard like one time them kind of mess up the armonía. But I thought maybe it just happens sometimes. Like you fuck up.
Jazz, bro.
Yeah, it's yeah, right. It's not wrong. It's just it's part of the overall arrangement. It's an accidental,
Yeah.
But
Mozart did all the time.
yeah, but he actually knew what he was doing. No, yeah. But that's. I mean, that's good. I mean, in the end, like I don't think it was bad. Like the stuff that you were saying like throughout that week, you're like, we haven't practiced, we haven't done this, or I haven't been to practice. I know that you missed one of the days or something like that. Oh, and then you had told me like you were like, I had practice today. I was like, again? I was like, yeah, because you guys were practicing a lot, like leading up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, well, shit, well, good luck, bro.
Which like half the group didn't show up to either, so
yeah,
like, it only put me in a worse mood.
Yeah, because you're just like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing we were just talking about. I was like, the thing about these like concerts, like this one happened here in Fort Worth. It was like it was kind of a homecoming for Pepe too. He's in Sol and he plays Vihuela.
Bro, I should have been more nervous too because as we're playing, I forgot what song we were playing, bro, but I just happened to look like to my side, and then that's who I saw. I saw Pepe, who was like full on smile, like hey, and I'm like, oh fuck, like now Sol is watching, bro, It's just like I told William, like, I'm glad I didn't see you, bro. If I saw you, I would have just like sobered up like that way. And I was like, verga, way.
Yeah, I think that's something that Pepe mentioned too. Is like, yeah, dude, I went up to Victor and he was just like all mad and everything, and then like I said, what's up, Victor? And then like apparently you turn around, and you're like, hey, bro, like what's up? Like I was like, yeah, it's because he kind of has a resting bitch face. Like, that's you always have that, but then as soon as like he saw you, probably.
Wait, he said I look mad on stage?
No, just like I guess when he came up to you the first time, like you were all focused, I guess, on what you were doing. So when he came up to you, like 2000 don't know how, like just like watching whatever, and then you saw him.
Yeah,
like,
he told me that too.
Yeah.
Culero. I'm sorry, I'm not like you, bro. Like, Pepe's always smiling and shit. I'm like,
oh, so you're saying while you were playing on stage, like you looked over,
yeah,
and these guys are standing like behind the curtains or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
watching. And I was like,
Can't do that, man.
It's like me quiero morir, güey.
It's like the videos that I was taking. I was taking videos of soul, and I was like, there's a difference, bro. There's a difference between like uno que es como nosotros, and like one of those guys, that's an organized group where they play and they're well known and everything. I was like, estos sí son profesionales. Like, I don't know what I do, like, but it's very different. It's very different. Everything is a lot more disciplined. So I can only imagine that feeling of like, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter how like great you think you are. Like, they have a title, so like whenever they have that title, they're kind of allowed. Or not they're allowed. It's more like they carry like a presence. So whenever like you look over and you're like,
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, you're just like, oof.
So estaba cabrón.
But so do you? I mean, how would you rate the experience? Like being a featured
as
artist?
a whole, it's like a 3 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on stage I felt like a 7, 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's because I wasn't like myself. I was like enhanced. You know, you could say.
You were telling me you're telling me they gave you a suit and everything. You were putting on like the gala or something.
Oh yeah, they gave me a suit without gala. That's what I was doing too. Like when me fui a la casa, because I was like, all right, let's get ready, and I saw the jacket, and I was like, esto le falta algo. And I heard like the little jingle in the pocket, and I was like, oh, no tiene gala, güey, no mames.
So they wanted you to put it on there, or what?
I guess.
Oh.
So, and I forgot about it because they just gave me the suit, and I just put it like in my room. And then I called Arturo and was like, how do you make like the things? Because they put the gala on for my traje before.
For our trajes.
So they told me like the basic, and I was like, I'm not going to try too hard on this. It's just enough to get me through this performance. Because the hilo that I use is really thin too. But it's all I had. So I was just like, okay. Hace de bien. And then I was just like,
oh,
you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole day I felt like shit, bro. And
did you feel great like when it was over?
Oh yeah, because I was still like
breathe a little
drunk.
bit?
Huh? And I feel bad too because
do you feel better? No, I feel drunk.
Pues sí, güey, like, I feel great, you know. But the next day que se me bajó, like, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah,
I'm good.
It just wasn't your vibe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna next time I go, it's just to watch, you know.
Pa ir a marrear a gusto.
Sí, güey, it's my turn to marrear, you know.
It's like I told you, bro, when I was watching the concert, I didn't even realize, but I was like, I was sitting there like this.
Chivata.
I was like, damn, I'm a marro. Like, I'm just sitting there like. It's just like a natural stance for like when you're like watching other musicians.
Yeah, that was the worst, bro. Like you look up and there's someone you know, and I'm like, oh, that's Sammy.
That's what I was gonna. No, you couldn't see me.
Well, I thought you were gonna be in the balcony.
I was a little bit farther. I was because not all the seats were sold.
So you just,
if I would have known, I would have freaking bought like the cheapest ticket and gone to the front row. That's what everybody else did, which was lame, you know. And that's the thing too. Like I came with like my family, my my suegros were there and everything.
Oh, like, that too, because for some reason Chino knew where everybody was. So I was like, pues don't tell me, wait, because I thought you were with like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like not just your family. So I was like, I was just hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And then when you took me to where you were, I saw Zara's parents mainly, and I was like, yo tenía una botella de agua, güey, right? Que no era agua. Yeah, so like me dio un chingo de pena, güey, porque la soledad, I'm pretty sure you could smell it, you know?
Actually, you didn't get that close to me, so I don't know how.
Yeah, well, because you gave me a hug, and I was like, and she gave me a hug, like, right here, because they were sitting down, I'm standing up.
Did you hear the crunch of the water bottle?
So I was just like, no, pues, I have to go. I just came to say hi.
I think they're calling me.
What's that? Sol de Mexico? What?
Yeah. Me está hablando el sol. Ahorita vengo.
Voy a cantar.
No, that's funny. No, but yeah, I've had that before. Like, I don't really, when I'm sat on stage, I try not to look at the audience. Because, yeah, si me da cosa, like, when I see someone that I know. And it's inevitable, you know, like, you'll be there on stage. And you're going to see them, like, whether you want to or not. And that's the other thing. You know that they're looking at you, you know. So sí te da cosa. I mean, it's like when they go to the restaurant, you know. Oh, speaking of the restaurant.
Right.
Oh, man. And then, like, this happened on Thursday, right? So all of us, like, the Allende, there was only a couple of us that went to the restaurant. Like, almost all of us went to go watch, you know, Sol and you know. So we went to go watch the concert. the next day we had our regular planta there at Burros, and at Burros, I don't know what happened. It turned into Garibaldi all of a sudden.
Bro,
apparently.
that too. Like, because I told you, like, I just want to go back to playing, like,
Like
humildemente,
like at a restaurant.
And then like Friday night, like llegaron todos esos charros, güey, it had to be like a good like
there was like 4 to 5 different
15
groups.
charros, bro. Like, that just showed up, and I'm like, this just feels like Thursday night all over again. There's just Somar's just sitting down, bro. There's just like guys just not even breaking eye contact.
Yep,
all the
just
people are
watching.
Just like, I'm like,
just like
see you, So that was a little uncomfortable for me too. I was just like, fuck. And then like, sure enough, like, I think you said, because on Thursday night, everybody was like, oh, good job, like, I didn't know you play harp or some shit, like, trying to be funny.
Well, I saw, like, after the concert, it was pretty cool. Like I said, like, your worlds collide a little bit. You see a lot of people that were there that you met, like, in high school.
Yeah.
There was people there. There were, like, former teachers there. There were former colleagues there. There were obviously other charros. I see people's families and people's parents. So it was cool to see people again, you know. But, in the mariachi sense, if you're playing, me daba pena. I'd just be like,
yeah. So like on Thursday, it was a lot of people just kind of like being like, oh, good job,
after the concert, kind of comments,
like, Yeah. And but when you get them drunk is when you start hearing like the real, like what they really thought, right? So on Friday night, apparently some of like the guys there went to the Sol concert.
A lot of them did.
Yeah. Apparently, and it was funny because at first when I got there and they were there, like they were sober, right? So they're like, oh, dude, like that was a cool solo, like whatever you did, like it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
right?
they recognize you. They're like, just celebrity.
Bitch, and like me dio risa towards the end, like que me estaba yendo, there was this kid and he was just kind of like, oh, like you played at the concert, right? I'm like, yeah. And he was just like, oh, okay, like, hey, all those popurris that you guys played, like those buen popurris, those were just like songs put together. And it was when me and Sylvia were there, right? Yeah. And you had just left because Los left and you left, and it was just me and Sylvia. And then he said that, and me and Sylvia were just kind of like, is there what's the Webster like?
Like when you look up potpourri, in the dictionary, it probably says a mix of a medley of songs.
Yeah, so I was just
Isn't
like,
that
okay.
what we played?
Yeah, so I kind of just cast it aside and was like, all right, no, muchas gracias. And then he was like, yeah, like you guys play like a long time, like I almost didn't watch Sol. And I was like, no está diciendo nada que no te hagan un vergazo, like I don't know what you want me to do with this information. And like now I knew what people were really thinking, like
I definitely think that. I mean, it's like that meme that you saw that it's I told you about. Someone had shared it on Facebook, and it's like
maestro.
Los charros when they meet up, basically. Yeah. Like, so they're like, hey, tocas con madre, hey, wait, maestro, and then like they're like hugging each other, but there's a knife.
Yeah, like in the back,
sticking it. Back. Yeah, they're literally stabbing each other in the back. Yeah. And I mean, not to say that this kid probably had like bad intentions or anything. It's just
I don't know why he had, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what he was on.
Those weren't compliments, though, like.
But yeah, like I don't know if you thought he was complimenting you, like, hey, those songs that you played, those potpourris that you played, they were just a mix of songs. Like, obviously, that's what we did. They're just mix of songs. This is what potpourri is. Or what's the other one? Yeah, I came to see Sol, man. You guys played for a long time. I'm not the promoter, like I'm not the person that put together the show, like
that's si te saca de onda, Even Paco was like, hey, that part of the cascada, like you messed up, right? I'm like, sí, güey.
Let me go back.
I think I played it, bro. Like, I fucked it up a little bit. Yeah. My bad, like,
soy humano, soy humilde. Uno que es humilde.
I know he was trying to like talk, but like, pues si te cala, cuando te dicen que you fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
I was like,
when you say like that, yeah, you're a piece of shit, huh? Like, you're not a pro, huh?
A little bit,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Humildemente.
It's just yeah, man. I mean, like don't get me wrong. It sounds like I'm complaining about people like that, but it's like everybody has their own opinion, so it's like it's whatever. Like, I mean, ya no me duele, you know. If someone says I fuck up or I suck or if someone plays better than me, I'm just like, pues chingón at this point. I'm like, pues, you know, more power to you, you know.
Quien como tú, bro.
Yeah, quien como tú. Quien como tú. Exactly. I just look at it more like, you know, I look at it like last year I told you at Albuquerque, like I didn't make masters and I was just like, okay, well, I was like, I'm a has-been. Like everybody else here is better than me. Like, you know what? It's okay. You know, I cried myself to sleep that night, you know, but no. But it was more no, but it's just more like for that concert specifically, like for you, it's cool because you had that opportunity, but then like there is like a lot of stuff behind it where you're just like, man, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know if I want to do this again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this again, bro. I'm good, thank you. But yeah, and then that happened on Friday. I'm in puros charros, bro. We're jamming.
It was funny though. Like and don't get me wrong, I like when like people can like just chill and have a good time. Like not to say everybody's a marro or anything. I'm not trying to say. I'm just it is nerve wracking. Like sometimes I want to go to I wish there was a place like that where we could do it to them. So I could sit there and just be
to their own plantas.
Just go to their planta and just be like, hey, you guys aren't playing popurris. You guys are just playing mix of songs. Like,
yeah, you're just playing half and half, bro. Like. What is a creamer?
All you did was play a piece of a song, and then you went into another song. Like, hey, wait, is this un
That's a medley, bro.
That's a medley. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on Saturday was Sammy's turn to be an artist.
Es que como unos humildes.
You had a way better experience than I did, bro. Like, you were having fun. You already made like 3 posts, bro. I'm just trying to like untag myself on all the posts.
It's like after the concert, or no, during the concert, like I took videos of Victor too. You know,
did you? I don't want to.
Yeah, I had taken videos. You know, of just like him playing. Like at the end of the solos, I'm like, yeah, let's go, Vic. Like he's like, hey, you know, me just being a good friend, you know. And then I tagged you, and then like later on, I get messages from you, and it's like, untag me, bitch. And then you send the same one to my wife. You're like, untag me. What the fuck?
Sí, güey, es que sí, no sé. Está bien mal ese día, güey.
Oh, man.
Nada paniqueado.
No paniqueado. Like, I shouldn't be held responsible for, like, what I did.
Honestly, bro.
When I was panicked.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, bro.
Yeah. No, but it's cool, man. You got through it, and we had a good time after. We went out to eat, and...
Went to Buffalo Bros.
Yeah, and you had a whiskey sour. How was that?
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Apparently, y'all had never drank that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just happy that I had a burger and have a chicken sandwich. It was good. Yeah.
I like the pizza from there. So cheesy.
I just like that Buffalo Bros is open till 2. So it's like a late night spot. You could just go in. Anytime like someone's like, where can we eat? Everything's closed. I'm like, Buffalo Bros.
Yeah.
It's open. It's always open. Yeah, you're right though. The next day I kind of skipped out on you guys a little bit. But I had asked off like for months. I told Arturo about this like probably when the baseball season started, like in April.
Oh, shit.
So I told him about it. Like, you know, I had asked him if it was okay if I could go to so this past Saturday was Mexican Heritage Night at Globe Life Field for the Texas Rangers, and it's cool because they have 2 different days. They always have Hispanic Heritage and they have Mexican Heritage.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's specifically for Mexico.
Yeah, so one is like specifically for Mexicanos.
Which did you play for on Saturday?
Mexican.
Mexican? Oh.
Yeah, it was Mexican.
Cool.
Yeah, because the Hispanic one is appropriately in September because I guess it's always like at the end of the season. I don't know. But it's Hispanic because it also has like everybody else, kind of Venezolanos, Colombians, like people that just have Hispanic
Latin
heritage.
Americans or Latinos,
Latinx or whatever that means. I don't know what that means. But this one's specific. It's a big deal because since I play in Mariachi de los Texas Rangers, it's a big event for us because we're kind of like the inspiration behind those jerseys that they give away. Like the Has Greca, which is cool. It's cool on the Rangers because at least like they're doing something like to highlight. Because I thought about this the other day and I was like, there's not a lot of places where you could have a mariachi be like the official mariachi than here in Texas. Like Texas, because there's hotspots. Like DFW is a hotspot for mariachi.
San Antonio.
The Astros, no, but I'm talking about where there are MLB teams.
Oh, okay.
So like the other one could be Houston. Like Houston could have a mariachi, like with the Astros.
They cheat.
But they cheat, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So nobody wants to see that. And then the only other ones where there's like a big mariachi presence, like close, would be in California. So like the LA Dodgers, they
have the Rams. What do they play?
That's football.
Football, but they have a team. They have a mariachi.
Exactly. So I'm talking MLB. MLB in general, like were considered like the first official mariachi because El Mariachi is backed by MLB and the Rangers, but it's the same members. Since last year, it's been the same members.
Yeah.
And like places like LA, like they bring mariachis all the time, pero son como mariachis locales. Like they'll bring like X mariachi from over here and they'll perform at the game. Mm-hmm. Or like they have people and they'll put together, like San Diego, también they have a big mariachi presence over there too, and they bring people, but it's not an official group. But there's nowhere else that you could do that. Like I don't know how big the presence is in Seattle. Or I know there's some in New York, but they don't have a mariachi. So what I'm saying is like there's different places like Cleveland, Ohio. I don't know how they couldn't have a mariachi because I don't think
it's Cleveland, bro.
It's Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. You know, so it's cool because I mean they're kind of backing us and they're giving us this platform. And this year I've been a little bit more involved because I'm kind of putting together like.
Oh yeah, you left us, bro. It's okay with you. You didn't miss anything.
Well, it's because I feel a little bit more responsibility now, like within the group, because this year they kind of made me like musical director, I guess. And I do feel a little bit more responsibility because we get such a limited amount of time during the games to like kind of showcase mariachi as a whole. And if we only get, because the first performance has to be 4 minutes and 40 seconds timed.
Yeah.
And then the second one that's like during the game, it has to be 1 minute and 20. So think about all the mariachi songs that you could think of and how much you can actually put into that time. It's like a total of almost 6 minutes. So like you got to think of things that not only a regular crowd or like of just people who know mariachi are, and then all the casual fans that are just there for a baseball game. Like how do you get all of those people to pay attention to you? And last year we had a great run. I mean, last season we played and we did great. And then this year I kind of took control of the musical aspect, and it was just because I'm the oldest one there.
Bro?
I'm the older one. Yeah, I'm the old head.
Oh yeah.
Everybody there is younger than me, so they took it upon them to kind of put me in charge of that, and it's also because like I am a school teacher also, so I'm already kind of used to like
taking care of kids.
Yeah. No, just to be like, tú haces esto, tú haces esto, and. So I was like, it made sense. And just because last year too, like I came up with a lot of the ideas that we ended up doing. Like, so it made sense. And then this year, since, I mean, the whole thing is to try to make the group relevant and not just, because out of a baseball game, how many do you think are Mexican?
In like the team or like
no, like in the
because on
stands.
The team is pretty. They're morenos.
Actually, well, that's debatable.
Well, they're still Latinos, But yeah, in a game, I mean, I would say about a good.
We went to a game recently.
Yeah, like there were a lot of Latinos there. Okay, I want to say like a good, like 40%.
Okay, so let's say it was 40. So the other 60 son like everybody else.
Yeah, we have Asians, African
Americans, white. Caucasian, X, Russians. I don't know who's out there, So for us, we have to try to cater to everybody.
Yeah.
So then this year we started adding different songs, other than just mariachi, but so that way like the casual fan will be like, oh, like I've heard that before, or I know that song, like, and then they sing along. So like leading up to this week, we had played, different popurris with mariachi Mexican music, and then we would end it with like different stuff. So like we played a song called Boot Scootin' Boogie. You know what that is? It's like a country song.
Okay.
You lost me there. Yeah. You lost me there.
Yeah, that's what.
We played that. We tried to make that, a thing. I wonder how many people actually recognized it. We played Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Only because you played it,
yeah. So we played Sweet Caroline. We played...
Oh, we played that... Radiohead song.
Radiohead?
I don't know.
Are you talking about Creed?
Yeah.
Well, you're in the same era, maybe, yeah, but
Huh?
yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
the
but
Guinness.
Creed.
So what's Radiohead?
Radiohead is a band.
So what's Creed?
A band.
So what'd you play?
Higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, so we had played all these songs, and last Monday, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, last Monday we played at our Mariachi Monday, and it was kind of crazy, bro, because we made a potpourri, and I had thought of this, like I have all these ideas on my phone. I just write in my notes app. I'll be like riding in my truck, and I'll just think of like this
As
song
you're driving,
would go,
bro?
huh?
As you're driving?
Yeah, because I just have my playlist playing music, and it's full of songs, canciones que me gustan and que no me gustan y cosas así. And so anytime I get an idea, I kind of write it down. And one of the ones that I had, like really, so the reason Higher was a big deal. So if you don't know what Higher is, look it up. It's a Higher by Creed. It was a song that became very popular last season within the Rangers organization because the Rangers, if you didn't know, won the World Championship. Yeah, and we, as World Series champions, leading up in the postseason and everything, they started listening to Creed, the band, and they started listening to a song called "Higher" from like their track listing, and that ended up becoming kind of like their rally song. Like,
Yeah.
it just became like a whole thing, And so the Rangers and that song kind of became like a whole thing. And then when they won the World Series, and they were just popping bottles and everything, they even sang it, and it became like part of their. Like, just like in general, as a Rangers fan, you should know what Higher is, right? So like early in the season, like when they kind of made me director, I was just kind of thinking about what songs we could play, like trying to implement stuff. And I always agreed that adding like English music to the sets would help, like just to make us relevant, And one of the first ones I wrote down was Cielito Lindo into Higher, because they're both in the key of D. And like for me, everything has to make sense musically. Like if it doesn't make sense musically, like it doesn't work. So like that's why we spend so much time at practice, like putting it together musically. And so anyway, I had written down Cielito Lindo Higher like early in the season, but we hadn't played it yet. And this past Monday we played it. But you know how like things happen, like viral things? Usually it's because things don't go right, and like something like that gets recorded. So that's kind of what happened here. Like, it was unexpected. So I'm assuming you saw the video of us playing. Do you know how it happened that we got viral?
Because
we just played it at the ballpark like normal.
Because y'all came out on the other teams,
right?
TV,
Okay,
like
so yeah,
they're the ones that it panned to them, to you guys, and they were like, "Oh, I'm actually playing this song." Like,
right.
What the fuck? Yeah.
So, but that's the thing. Like, it was a mistake.
Oh, bro.
Because we play in between innings, So you've been to a baseball game now. They get the 3 outs, and then in between, like
meanwhile, they're like switching sides.
They're switching sides. So like people at the ballpark, they usually have like the announcer playing games on the video boards or doing something, and we play during those half innings. So during those half innings, we played Higher, and we played it, and we had a good reception. Like, people recognized it on the ballpark. We played it, and they were all like getting hyped to it. But like it felt normal. We do this all the time. We just played it, and that was our last set. So after that, they took us back to the rooms that we kind of like meet up in. A lot of times, sometimes we change there and stuff too. So we went there, and it was funny though, because like this had just happened like 10, 15 minutes ago. And I forgot who it was of us. Might have been Matt or somebody, or a Heart player. I don't know who. But he was like, "Hey, we just got shared by like someone from the Mets. We're playing the New York Mets." And keep in mind, the New York Mets are a big national team because like they have a big market. New York, the biggest city in the U.S. So we had gotten shared because that guy was watching the Mets game. Oh. He was watching the Mets game, like on streaming, así nomás en la tele.
Yeah.
But again, they don't show what happens in the half innings during the game. Or during the stream.
Right.
Usually they don't show that. It cuts to commercial and it goes to some other shit, right? So apparently, like, the Mets game kind of like glitched out, I guess, and it just turned on us playing that.
Yeah.
Like, instead of cutting, it just played that like randomly. So that's what like the meme started as. It was not a meme, but it was more like a video of saying like I was watching the Mets game and it cut to this mariachi playing Creed.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, that it cut to this mariachi playing Creed. Oh, sorry, playing Higher by Creed, and it's like it's badass. And like someone shared that, and then once that got shared on Instagram, like you know those meme pages and like baseball pages, all of these pages started to repost it. And again, like this had just happened like 10, 15 minutes. And like Matt said that, or whoever said that, like we just got shared by so-and-so. Oh, we got shared by Barstool Sports. Oh, we got shared.
I know them.
Yeah. And like,
they're know, like big pages,
they're big sports pages and stuff, like with millions of followers. So like we got shared by them. We got shared by DraftKings. And this literally had just happened. So it's funny like seeing like things unravel in real time. Because we're all just sitting there like, what the hell? What the hell? We're just cracking jokes. Like we're just like, this is hilarious. Like,
you're like these boys. Like,
well, no, we weren't even thinking that it was like a big thing. We were just like, oh, that's cool. Like we got shared. But then it started. They like within a couple hours of that, and then going into the next day, like people were writing articles about it, and they were like putting it like on big pages. Yeah. And then I knew that it became a thing when like someone from my school, she's kind of like the music supervisor for all of Forward ISD. She sent me an article. She's like, "You're on USA Today," and I was like, first of all, damn, she knows. She's like, "Oh man," but she sent me articles. Like, you're on USA Today, and I was like, "Oh, like cool, you know, that's cool, you know."
That's not me. That's not me. That guy's way too cute. That's can't be.
Yeah. No, yeah, and then so it was just funny because like I was like, "Oh shit!" So it became a thing. So yeah, that was my first experience like going like viral for something.
How's it feel to be famous, bro?
I'm not famous, but the good thing is that it led to a little bit more attention on the group. So it's cool because like it's cool for me because I was like I had that idea, like I knew it would pop off, yeah. But it happened by chance because again like that was a mistake in the streaming that like ended up working in our favor. Like we didn't set up a camera and do all that. Like that just happened and. It happened very organically. There was no person to put together like a clip of it and put it together and sent it out. Like no, it just happened. So it was pretty funny. But it did lead to some stuff. So like now there's
it came out on the news, right?
Yeah, like so that that Friday after your concert,
yeah,
we stayed up till like 3, 4 in the morning or something. And
you gotta wake up like at
the
3 or 4 in the morning.
the Fox here in Dallas was like, hey, can we have that group come over here and play like for our morning news or whatever? And we're like, yeah. So like I went to sleep like at 4. I woke up at 5. I slept for an hour. Yeah, por andar contigo.
Chinga.
Mala influencia.
Oh no, man.
Yeah. So I slept an hour and we went out there and we played for the morning news. It was kind of cool, you know. We were just playing like. You know, like as they like cut the break and then come back and stuff like that. But it's cool because again, like we've been doing this for over a year, like with the group, and it feels good to know that they're like at least paying more attention to the group because it is cool if you think about it. Just because like of the cultural significance that we're trying to do with the Rangers. Like first of all, for them to give us the opportunity is great, but it's also good because like now we have like people at the ball. Like right now that we've been to the ball, oh, it's the mariachi that plays here and it's a big thing, and I like that though because again, like it's where if anything, I look at it like we're trying to break barriers, like as far as like mariachi music, like because the comments were either good and bad on that video. They were like,
it's always like that.
Yeah, there was 2 kinds of comments. One of them was like, you know, everybody was like cultural appropriation at its finest because like somehow we're mariachis but playing English music, and it's like if we only played Mexican music, you wouldn't pay attention to us, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like we had to do something out of the ordinary to kind of get your attention. And then there's also the comments of like, los mexicanos are like, why are they playing in English? No son mariachis? And I'm like, well, we actually do play mariachi too, you know, but you didn't pay attention to us, so we did, you know? So it goes back and forth. It's like with anything, like you're going to get comments.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you do.
Exactly.
But I'm looking at it now, like now it's a big deal for us to make sure that we're ready to go for the next performance because I mean you have more eyes on you now.
You're gonna be on TV, bro. People are gonna go to watch you instead of like the game.
I hope so.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Dr. G away.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think, sir? I'm like,
and he's just sitting there in the crowd like, yeah. Como todos los charros de burros.
Sí,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but anyway, so, yeah, when I left you guys on Saturday, I went to play there for Mexican Heritage, and they had told us that we had the possibility of playing with Gerardo Ortiz, because he was gonna do a post-game concert. They always have, like, a post-game concert there, like, for free right after, and we were like, okay, we'll learn one of his songs, and he had asked us to record Quien Se Anima, like, I guess, to listen to see if these guys are trash or not.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, the cool thing about what we did was we played it during one of those half innings, which I've never seen that before. First of all, mariachi, and then, like, get, like, a famous person to sing with us, like, and do it during a game. Like, I've never seen that before. Oh. Like, I had never seen that before. So, like, I thought...
Well, even the trumpets played, like, the national anthem, right?
Oh, yeah. And
that was pretty cool.
I have a video of it, because they haven't really promoted it or whatever, but, like, they did a... Shout out to Diego and Fernando, because we were a little nervous, because that's the thing with the national anthem, bro. Like, as critical we are as with mariachi and English music, whatever, the national anthem you cannot fuck up.
Yeah,
like it's the national anthem for the United States of America. So it's like you've heard good renditions and you heard bad renditions, and like they asked our trumpet players to, or they didn't ask, they actually had to audition. Like, send a video to the Rangers and be like, here we can play.
Yeah, you can't just
show up. Yeah, because you could be trash. You know, that's the thing.
You're just waiting for that. You know that piano guy on YouTube that plays the piano if you're trash?
Oh, yeah. He's like changing keys and shit. Yeah.
Oh, te estás siguiendo, right?
Yeah.
He's like that. He's like, he's just waiting for like material, bro. He's just like, please, bro.
Yeah,
please
just mess up. Yeah. No, but our trumpets killed it, man. They auditioned for it and they said, okay, you guys got the... For Mexican Heritage Night, you guys will play the anthem. Yeah. And we're a little nervous too because we just got all this notoriety from like the Creed video. So we're like I said, like there's more eyes on us. So like a casual fan shows up, they're like, oh, they're the mariachis.
They were also there last night at Burros too. Like,
yeah. That's the other part. Like, that's the other part. That's the other part of me. Like, these guys were at Burros, and I was like, "You guys have the." I think I had told Diego, I was like, "You ready for the national anthem tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah, I got it." And I was just like, it's like, "All right, man." He's all like, "Yeah, I got it." Yeah, it was honestly it was kind of special, man. Like, I don't want to get too corny, but we all felt the same thing, which is kind of cool. Because I felt like proud of them, like legit. Like we played the. Because like everything gets quiet, right? And they're like, all right. And they even announced their names, which was pretty cool. I was like Diego Reyna and Fernando Flores playing the national anthem. And we all got quiet and we're just there like with our hands over our hearts. And it got quiet and then da-na-na-na. What I like about them too is that I had asked them, because I think they did kind of like, have you seen Jose Hernandez and his trumpet players do it? Yeah. Well, our trumpets are really good. Like they do a lot of shit by ear, and they're really good musicians. I think they're some of the best, if not the best, trumpet players in DFW. And they have really good ears. So like I had asked Diego, like, so how are you guys doing it without the third trumpet? And he's like, and Fernando was like, well, basically like I'm playing like the main melody and Diego is doing like the harmony to it, but he split the second and third, so he's kind of doing both parts. I was like, perros, güey. Like, good for you guys. So then I told them, so we were all excited like to watch them, but like at the same time like we were really nervous. But then they started. And like the big part of the national anthem is obviously like for the land of the free, like when they go up. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. So they did that, and you can see everybody like react. I was like, bro, I feel like these are my kids. Way like, ya les quería dar un beso. Way. I was like, and then they played at the end, dun, 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 run, like they did the run and everything. I was like, le salió con madre. Way. Yeah. So shout out to those guys. They did a great job. So they represented well. And yeah, so we got the chance to play with Gerardo during that half inning, which was funny too because he came down. They were like, he's gonna practice a song because we hadn't seen him, but so we were just gonna when he sent in the recording, we're all like, well, I guess he wants. We played it as fast as Quien Se Anima is on the recording. It's like Quien Se Anima, taran, tan, tan, taran. Like it's pretty quick. But there's like mariachi recordings like on YouTube and stuff, and they go like pretty slow. Yeah. They're like, Quien se anima, taran, tan, tan, taran. Like they're real slow. So I had told them like, no, let's play así como él quiere. So then he shows up and he's like, no, pues get him. We'll run it. We ran it in the middle of the game. Like, You know, yeah, we just.
I guess you wouldn't hear it.
Yeah, in the middle of the game, like, you know, kind of softer. The trumpets weren't playing like fully out and everything.
Yeah.
But we ran through it, and he was like, "No, sí, se ven bien, se aventaron, cabrón." Yeah. We were just like, "No, pues, you know."
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah. I was like, ahora sí somos amigos del cartel.
Yeah, dame un besito.
Yeah. So then we got down and we played it, and he was hype. I think he liked it, honestly, because he commented on the trumpets too. He's like, "No, las trompetas tocan bien."
Yeah, it sounded real solid. I heard like a little bit of it.
Yeah,
the trumpets were like on point.
Yeah, they're good, man. Like I'm really proud of those guys and everybody that, you know, put together the whole thing. Like I think the day on Saturday went as well as it could have, because like there's a lot that could have gone wrong. Like if we weren't on point, but everybody did good. So that ship is over. We did good in front of the Mexicans, so now we just gotta prepare for the next American game. Yeah, ver qué pedo.
It's the 22nd, right?
Huh?
It's the 22nd.
The next one is what did I tell you? It was July 22nd.
I think
there's only 4 left. There's only 4 left. So
I voy a amarrar, güey. I'm like.
But llegar así todo con madre. Just like shaking your head like.
No, esto no es mariachi, güey. What'd you say? Like, it's just English songs, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you guys are mariachi playing English?
I'm like, can you play the cobarde, please?
We can, actually. That's the thing. We can. Bueno, yo sí puedo.
Yo me la sé.
Yo me la sé.
Damn, bro.
Right? Just like tell everybody else. No, but yeah, so I did that on Saturday, and it was cool, and it was a little cool to see everybody, like, especially the fans. They reacted a little bit more, like, to us, like, that we exist now. They're like, "Oh yeah, the mariachi." We're like, "Yeah, like hell yeah, like
bitch."
No, I'm just happy that the group is getting a little bit of attention, because, yeah, I mean, we try hard. Like the other day, like we had practice for like 4 hours. For like 4 minutes worth of music, and it's because, I mean, we're really trying to, you know, do something here. And I told them at the end too. I was like, I know I feel like I'm asking a lot from y'all, but it's because I really care about, you know, what we sound like.
That maybe I play better. We'll do this quicker. Fuck, no.
Just throw marro at the practice. Like, if y'all guys didn't fuck up so much.
Like, I'm telling you this because I love you. Like,
yeah.
It hurts me more than it hurts you.
Yeah.
Like,
me crying at the same time.
Just do it. Have a breakdown, bro.
Yeah.
No, está bien, bro. I'm glad you have fun. We're just working, bro.
Right, yeah. And it was like, I saw you guys. I went to one gig at the end, like with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Que dijo Arturo y sale. Entonces, ¿qué tal tuvo todo? Y quién sabe qué. Ya que eres artista.
Ganamos, güey.
Yeah. No, it was cool. I at least got to play 1 hour with you guys. It was fun.
It was even the funnest hour, bro. The first hour had breakfast food, bro.
Yeah, you told me that.
I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until you said it.
Yeah. Like, so I was ready that
gig. The breakfast was basically, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, I just meant like una parrilla.
La plancha.
La plancha, yeah.
Yeah, so just una plancha.
Yeah, I was reading it because Arturo was like, "Oh, well, we have a gig at 10 in the morning, 10:30."
Yeah, that's the reason I couldn't go, because the game started at 3, but they wanted us there at 12, and I was like, "No, es que Arturo no la hago. I won't make it." Yeah.
And that's for another hour too, so like you really would have made it.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, but so I was like writing it, and then when I got there, like we were playing stuff, and I noticed that they had like the plancha, right, para la cara and everything, but the lady just put like batter, like pancake batter. And I was like, oh shit. And then like I said little sausage biscuits and shit, and it's like, damn, señora se rifa. I was like,
it's like delicious, give me 14 of them.
Sí, güey, tenían huevo, frijol, you call it frijol frito?
Frijoles fritos?
Yeah, que son machacados.
Yeah.
And I was just like, they were like, I want to eat. I'm like, do I? Just like,
Dude,
like I was at IHOP, bro.
I think my wife said that. I think her favorite food is like breakfast food.
Yeah,
it's because breakfast food you can't really fuck up. Like eggs,
huevito,
sausage, bacon, all that shit. Like all of that just goes together so well. So
con un cafecito, bro. No, hombre.
Oh yeah, you told me the other day. You're like, I don't know what it is about coffee, bro, but I can just drink the shit out of this. Like, so why? Just because you like?
It's just good, bro. Like,
good.
Oh, it's because I also told you like, I was part of that meme. Or my life was that meme where like tu abuela was like, "Téngame un cafecito con pan dulce" at like 9 p.m. Bro.
It's true. I drank more coffee in Mexico when I was like younger, like that and Coke.
Yeah.
Because like Coke in the morning, like is a thing over there. Like you eat breakfast with the cup of Coke out of a little like. We used to have like coffee cups, pero le ponían coca.
Yeah.
And you just
which is also me, bro. Because if I don't have caffeine from coffee, like or like when we go eat, I always ask. Like I don't drink soda, but whenever I do, it's una coca and vidrio.
In vidrio.
You know,
It's so
like,
nostalgic. I think.
And
like,
it's not even coca and vidrio. Like it's just like coca mexicana. You know, like like when you say quiero una coca mexicana, I already know it's like a coke in glass. So that's
it's
me,
so
bro.
good, bro. Like I don't know what it is, man. It's just good as hell.
Yeah, si no es coca, es café. Si no es café, pues ya que chingados de mi agua. You know? I'm just like,
Nah, man.
I'm like, who's texting us, bro?
No, I'm ready for Chatto Chat because we're running out of time. So we're gonna do this Chatto Chat real quick. Hope that you guys are still here. I love you if you are, and if you're not here, I still love you. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go. Okay. Chatto Chat. First question: who is the best luthier, not Morales?
It's Morales, bro.
Well, I can't tell you because that's all I use. I used Meras maybe once. I used Mora twice. And there's a reason. Let's just say there's a reason I haven't gotten more of them. Like that's why I go back to Roberto.
One that did sound kind of good was Mares. Elias. Oh, they got that made this one. They actually sounded pretty good.
It's Mares, Luthier Mares, right? That's what it is.
They actually sounded pretty good.
On video, I like right before like these Jorge Arandia ones came out. Like I almost ordered one from Mares, and it's just because like on video usually you can tell on video like kind of how they feel and sound a little bit too sometimes. And like when I heard that one, I was like, oh, it actually doesn't sound that bad.
Well, because I remember playing Dylan back before he retired. He had a Mares, you don't remember?
Yeah, the red one that he had.
Está bien bonito también. Like,
yeah.
And it sounded pretty good.
So, yeah, I mean, I would try Mares. The one that, like, if I did try another one, I would try Mares or I would try Jorge Arandia. Because right now, lately, all the Vihuela players that I know have been using his Vihuelas.
Yeah.
Like, and one even told me they're better than Roberto's, which, again, it doesn't mean he's wrong. It's just that all Robertos are different too, so it's like I don't know what kind of Robertos you've played, you know, to say something outlandish as that, you know, but
something so blasphemous.
Yeah, exactly, so heinous, you know.
And it's not that because I'm always gonna go with Morales, especially because I have a base that I've had since like 2017, 18.
Shit, and, have you had it that long?
Yeah, it was made in 2003. It's about to turn 21, bro. Because it was made August 8th.
Más por eso me pone bien pedo.
Ah, la chingada. I didn't say that. And I'm the one with the drinking problem, bro. But like, I think I said it before. Like, I think Morales just has, because Morales also has bad instruments. Like, Morales, but the margin of error is a lot smaller with them for some reason.
Right.
You know,
like I've had Robertos that like I've showed you it. I'm like, bro, esta se va a vender mañana. Like,
well, you show me Morales, I'm just like. Nah, sí, güey.
All it takes is a strum, bro.
At Seafood, bro, you was like, "Can you try this one?" I'm like, "No, wait."
I was like,
take it back.
You want this a pinche firewood? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, for some reason, I feel like Morales just has a less.
It's a smaller like margin of error.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And there's instruments like I've tried a lot of Mora's guitarrones, and I'm like. I'm glad you like it, bro. You know,
it's like what the thing you said is like, as long as you're happy, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, si te gusta a ti, it's like good. But
that's such a like backhanded compliment. It's like, because that's how it starts, right? It's like, yeah, bro, I've been talking to this girl, man. Like, oh, let me see a picture of her. As long as you're happy, bro.
Yeah, happy for you, bro.
I'm happy for you. Fan de tu relación.
Oh, damn.
That's so good, bro. That's so good.
But yeah, you know, for me, it's still Morales, honestly.
Yeah, for me, it's Morales. I'm sorry. So, yeah.
Roberto Morales.
Cada quien, this person says, favorite memory gigging. It's so broad, though.
What?
Favorite memory gigging.
Favorite memory gigging?
For me, it's more like, it's not necessarily like a favorite memory. It's more like my favorite time to gig is when everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's kind of a little... Not tipsy, but just everybody's just like, como dices tú, no, like there's no anxiety. Like everybody's just chill, and the whole time we're kind of, and it depends on the gig too. Like if the gig is like laid back, we're just like in a backyard, and they're like paying attention to us. but they're kind of not also, so we can like just fuck around and have a good time. Like those are my favorite times because like the whole time it feels like we're just having fun. It's like we're just hanging out, but we're also making money. Yeah. And like sometimes I'm like, Arturo, you don't have to pay me for this one, and then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, not really.
Para aguantarlos,
Para aguantarlos, yeah. But that's like my favorite memories. Like usually it's like having a good time at gigs like that because for everyone that's like that, there's like a lot of like this one's fucking boring or this one's fucking hot or this one the people are pissed off or the people aren't clapping. Like so when we have like one where we're just literally hanging out playing music and having fun, then those are like my favorites, I guess.
Yeah. I can say the same thing too. In a gig where we're all just kind of like
chilling,
having a good old time, you know.
Yeah.
Like si me equivoco está bien, you know. And Arturo is just like,
se te voy a dar un vergazo.
I'm like, ¿qué puto? ¿Qué caso?
Yeah.
Like,
it's funny too because he's like, no, that's Paco. He's like,
I'm like, si quieres me voy, güey. Tú dime, güey.
Least favorite memory.
That's kind of the same thing, right?
It's kind of the opposite of that. It's like I told you, go to a gig and it's just trash. Like the one that we played to, that wedding on Saturday, it wasn't bad.
But it wasn't great.
But it wasn't great. It was just like a regular ass gig. Like, because we played an hour and a half in the end.
Oh, we did.
It was an hour and then they wanted 30 more minutes. Dude, I almost hung back because I wanted to talk to the guy that hired us, the one with the brownish sweater.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him how he gets his fade.
Oh, bro?
Yeah, but he wasn't coming out of the house.
You don't even...
I get a fade on the side.
Oh.
Because, like...
You're taking a picture of him, bro.
I almost, like, wanted to ask him, like, what do you get? And then could I take a picture of the side of your head? But I didn't know if that was too weird, you know? And because he wasn't coming out of the house. I don't know if you saw me. I was kind of lingering back.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, like, when you guys walked into the van, I was kind of, like, lingering. I was like... I was just, like, waiting to see... Because, era el jefecito. He's the one that came out in the beginning. So, I thought he did come out in the end, like, to pay Arturo, but I had already gone too far to the van. So I was like, I'm not turning around.
Over here's like, hey! He's just like,
but yeah, like, that's why, like, when my wife was like, you better not be with girls at the gig or whatever. I'll be like, I was checking out that guy's haircut the whole time. I was just like...
You're like
he would walk, bro, and I'd be like...
Está bien bueno. No,
está bien bueno su haircut. Because it looked good, bro. I was like, fuck, it's because, like, that's what I want from my haircut, but I can't describe that to the barber. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that's what I wanted, like, his hair as a reference. So I wanted to be like, hold still. I just want to take some pictures. You know? Pero, yeah.
Fucking creep, bro.
Yeah. Whoops.
It's like, eso lo para la chaqueta, güey.
Just do it. They said, ever tempted to quit? Apparently this Thursday.
Yeah. Un poquito.
Like, he almost put his harp up for sale on Marketplace the next day. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
I'm done, bro. Yeah. There's been times where I was like, maybe I should quit. But then I'm like, I need money.
Yeah, I mean, I think your goal right now is to, I mean, not a goal, but like, that's what you have Mariachi for right now, to make money, right? That's your job. It's your job right now.
Simon.
But I mean, there's other ways to make money. You could be a male stripper.
Whoa.
You would do very well.
What? What, bro?
I don't know. Not that I know from experience.
In 4K? What the fuck?
Actually, it's 1080p.
Yeah. I just imagined it.
Yeah, I just thought.
No mames.
No, yeah, you could make money like elsewhere. Don't you work at?
Because it just works with my schedule.
Burger King.
Because I can go to school and work.
No, you're right there. Yeah, like it's kind of hard to find something that's gonna give you time off like that.
Yeah. So aquí andamos.
Aquí andamos. Next one says, love the podcast, by the way. The only podcast that I actually like listening to. Hey, thanks.
Glad, man.
Gun to your head. What's the mariachi song that you can sing the best?
Son la negra, papá.
Y todavía todo
culero.
Culera.
Sí.
Todo culero.
Sí, pero sale.
No. I think I still remember the one I sang at my wedding.
¿Te amaré toda la vida?
Yeah.
No, hombre, te acuerdas el nombre, güey. He's like...
No, te amaré toda la vida. That's it.
Yeah.
Like if they told me, like, toma matar. I'm like, all right, well.
I'd be like, do it. Aquí mero, güey.
Nacimos para morir, papá.
Sí, güey.
Yeah.
Longest your group has played consecutively for the same clients? 6 hours, no?
I don't know what you said. Longest.
Culero.
Longest your group has played consecutively for the same clients. Oh, consecutively?
It's like 6 hours.
Who?
Us? Remember that we did that gig in Granbury? We started at 7 or 6. And then we kept playing. I think it was supposed to be like 2 hours, right? Played 2 hours, then like you do another hour.
Is it the same family in Granbury?
Yeah.
We played
And
6 hours?
It was some girl's birthday. Una de las hijas.
And we played 6 hours?
Yeah.
I was there?
Yep.
Seguro?
Yep.
Huh. No me acuerdo.
¿Cómo no te acuerdas, güey?
We played 6
like
hours.
in the sun. Yeah, we played like for them and then...
Did we have a break?
Acabamos? No.
We'd have a break? Because
we kept thinking, which is this hour and then we'll be done. But they kept asking for more. Acabamos como las 12.
Oh.
Right? To the point where Arturo was like, we're kind of tired. Like,
really?
Ya no queremos.
Wait, 7 to 12 is 5 hours.
Well, that's what I said. 5 hours.
You didn't use 6 hours.
Well, I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, who says it backwards? 6 to 5 hours.
I just remember we played like till night.
Okay. Well, I don't.
It was hot, and I remember I was gonna get like some cake, and then some guy was like, "Oh, se van a comer like quiero otra hora." So I just like left it.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where it was raining? Como que quería llover. It was kind of dripping a little bit.
No, it was really hot though.
Oh, I do remember that comment where they were like, "No, se van a agarrar like that like that makes it unappetizing for you."
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Fuck this cake.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to think more about it, but I do remember that.
¿Dónde está Saúl?
No, you lost me at gig. No,
Estás mal, güey.
No, ¿qué te voy a decir?
But yeah, have you played longer than that? We did 5 hours in Kansas.
We had a break, no?
No acuerdo.
Well, you're saying
I just remember it was
consecutively,
supposed to be 5 hours.
I mean, just recently we played 4 hours. They did give us a little break though. That was like remember when we ate those tacos? It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, because I like cucaracha.
Yeah.
That's some real gourmet shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess like 4 or 5 hours in. Been like the longest. Yeah, anything more than that, yeah, es abuso. Yeah. No, not the case. That's it.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Esto fue todo.
Esto fue todo.
Yo sé que no dije nada lo que quería decir, güey. I don't know.
Okay.
No sé, babe.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us for this week. Like I said, I won't be here next week. I will be gone. Victor will, but he can't do the pod without me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Pero aquí andamos.
But after that, we will be going to Albuquerque. So if you guys get a chance to go out there and you guys see us, don't be hesitant to come up and say hi or what's up or give us money.
I'm going to be awkward, so think about it if you want to meet me.
That's true. Victor, you just have to like...
Get me drunk.
Yeah, just talk to me first. I'm like his handler. I'm like, he doesn't want to talk right now. Yeah, let's see.
He's not feeling offer right now.
Yeah. But you can talk to me, and then they all walk away.
Yeah,
no, yeah. But if you see us, we'll say hi. I don't remember. Every time I go, sometimes people will come up to me and say, like, what's up? Like, tell me your name, or at least your username, because that at least helps me identify.
No, at the concert, I'm at Guy Beth.
I was seeing that name.
Yeah. Pero no mames, éramos yo y Paco, güey. Estaba haciendo desmadre, güey. He just comes up, he's like, oh, I'm Guy Beth. And me and Paco are just like... we're in the restroom.
Oh. That reminds me too, yeah. I went to the bathroom también, and like, yeah, you just see people all the time. So it's literally like your world's colliding. So yeah, it's really trippy to be at a concert with puro charro.
It's just funny for me because you know how Paco is like in the restroom now. So
yeah,
like, we're always like fucking around, and then we're just whatever we're doing, it's just like, oh, what's up, Victor? I'm like, just like
double fist. Fuck.
Just like, oh, mucho gusto. I'm like,
he's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like just tell us like last year, like they would come up to me and just say stuff like, give me something to remember you by. I guess that's the only thing. Just so I can say what's up and say it properly. Because I probably do not remember names or anything. So like if you just say what's up, like just tell me your name first and then or at least where I would know you from. So because no soy culero. I'm trying to, I don't want to have that awkward moment of like, hey man, you know, like, because that
or
sucks,
girl.
bro. Yeah, what up, girl? Yeah, but it gets awkward because I don't want you to think that I like don't give a fuck about you. Like I love anybody who watches or listens to this podcast because I mean you guys are supporting us. So, but yeah, if you guys come up, say what's up. We'll be there.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys in a month or whatever.
Oh shit! Nah, wait, 2 weeks. We'll be back in like 2 weeks. Yeah.
All right, Sammy said it.
Yeah, I'm like maybe. Yeah. So, you got anything before we take off?
Thank you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Alrighty.
Or Albuquerque.
Or in Albuquerque. Yeah. So, you guys keep it tight. I'll check you guys out pretty soon. So, see ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bro, I had overeats earlier. What'd you get? Popeyes. It's super random, right? It's good. Oh, yeah. My bad.